Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another installment of painting little soldier toys. And the focus of today's session will be the color green. Goes to last edition's yellow. Trying to make a little bit progress every single time. I'm actually fairly impressed of the rate in which this is going. I would like to, however, address another issue. That is the frosting on the metallics after applying the wash has been driving me very angry. I would like to go over it with a little bit of lamy and medium just to get rid of that frosting. Just real quick. Again, I'm using a fairly small preview window on my secondary monitors, so if I am significantly out of focus and you're having trouble seeing what I'm doing, if the visuals are misty, cloudy, fuzzy, let me know and I will address the issue to the best of my abilities, which isn't all that much, but it'll lead to some improvement. How is everyone doing? Anything of old? Anything of new? Anything at all? What's up, guys? And just everyone who decided to set a little time aside in their busy schedules to come over and spend some time with me watching paint dry, all that good stuff. I've switched the music source from Pretzel to Spotify. I know that's not the best of ideas, but let's give it a shot. See if we get any issues. I do prefer to have the ability to customize what I'm listening to a little bit more. And I did touch up on this last time. I don't really have that much time to discover music as much as I previously did. So having the opportunity to discover, well, either discover new tracks or just listen to some well-forgotten goodies of ages long gone Say preference. So we'll see. Worst case scenario, I will get a warning, so should be fine. At which point we can go back either to where it's either the Pretzel or Stream Beats or whatever the name of Twitch's thing is now. Because Twitch did come up with their own streaming, music streaming add-in platform, app, whatever. Let's see how that works. Quickly check out how the stream is looking. I've been playing around with some settings and results may have been counterproductive. Alright. Hello, Hubert. What's up? Just doing some visual checks. Because I yet again played around with the options. It is, isn't it? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, this is actually the logo for the painting community. Nah, we have though at the upper left crop picture of the now playing. Hopefully it's big enough for you for all to see what it is, but if not, feel free to ask. I've been mostly playing around with the painting camera, but I didn't really manage to do a lot. Checking to see if I didn't end up making things worse. Yeah, okay. At any rate, if you see some irregularities, like the image being fuzzy for too long or something, let me know so I can try and get it to work a little bit better. You know, the usual. Same applies for the audio as well. And today we'll be doing all of the green. then who knows? Actually pretty glad with the progress, considering I'm working on 3 models effectively at the same time. Pretty decent speed-wise. As I posted the update today of the quote-unquote done test model, I saw that I will need to go back to it afterwards and do a few touch-ups. It's a zoomed picture. What's the show? You might not necessarily see in regular size. So yeah, there are a few things that annoyed me. But I'll do that at the end, so when I'm done with the rest of the current batch. There is a likelihood that more than one will need some final finishing touches. I mentioned yesterday that I was feeling a little bit 90s alternative, so that's what's gonna be today's main listening topic. But I'll go back and forth. I'm gonna keep it constantly on synthwave vibe and bring a little bit of extra variety. Worried that bringing the green a little bit too high up in the values department. But who cares? A little grassy green never hurt nowhere. Might need to blend back a little bit here and there just on the transitional points. Just glaze it in ever so slightly where it's been a bit too liberal with the paint deposition. Yeah, okay, thank you. That's I switched no, but it's not the colors in themselves, it's no, it's the focus. It's the focus on the camera. I was keeping it from a time where I held the model closer to the camera. And I caught myself that as time goes by, I've been putting the camera further away from the model, and I did not adjust the focus accordingly. And so that led to some fuzzier. But nice, thanks. If it's noticeable, then it's good. Cool, cool, thanks. So there was a point to playing around with the settings after all. I've been looking through some catalogs for STLs for 3D printed miniatures. Unfortunately, there is a lot of cool stuff that is kind of cheap. And I'm kind of afraid that this will lead to me getting stuck with even more plastic and resin to paint. Now that through Ammo I found someone who can do the 3D prints, and he does them cheaply as well, like very cheaply. So that opens up a whole new can of worms. I'm saying that because you can also look into any STLs that you might like. You can make some bulk requests and all that. If you find anything that catches your eye. Oh, what's this? What did they do now? Confirm when an injury roll is made against this player. What? Even if this player is prone, stunned, or has lost their tackle zone, they can only be KO'd on a roll of 9 and will treat a roll of 8 as a stunned. Player has also the stunty trait. They can only be KO'd on a roll of 8 and will treat a roll of 7 as a stun result. What? Yeah, I think they might have some nice STLs there, but even official sites have a lot of free STLs, and the ones that are paid for are like in the range of €3. So, why did they do this? What the hell is this? Why did they swap Stand Firm with Thick Skull? Oh dear God. I hope this isn't in the official copy. I really do. Who proofreads these things? Does anyone proofread anymore? I sincerely hope so. Because that's just stupid. I mean, thankfully neither of the two skills has changed since 2016, so it's not any problem for anyone that actually knows the game. But it's still a fuck up, and it should be addressed. With this, I do wonder whether or not it would be a better idea to get the digital version of the rules instead of the paperback. I don't know if they're doing active updates to the digital one. What do you think? I do generally prefer to have a paperback, like just in terms of feels, but uh, if it's just a superior product that gets aftermarket support, then um, I wouldn't hesitate at all. Yeah, so that's what I wonder, whether or not this happens automatically in the digital app, or if it's just if it's just the online print with active hyperlinks that's one and done and doesn't get any aftermarket support. Who knows? Because I think, was Battlescribe GW app, or was it third party? Because I know Battlescribe gets regular updates for 40k list building. Is fan made, probably, yeah. Hmm. Weird. Either way, we'll see. This weekend, release of the pre-orders. I wonder what the price point will be for the new starter set. Even though I won't be getting it, it has a lot more content than the 2016 starter. And prices have changed for the last 4 years. So. It'll be interesting to see. Well, it should be, but we don't really know the price. Ah, the actual price, I'm sorry. I don't think that they released it. They just stated the contents. And it has the makings to be a good deal, but we just don't know, do we? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not keeping up. Yeah, I'm a bit off my game lately. 65 pounds. Yeah, that is a good deal. That is a good deal. Considering you get two teams with two big guys and two star players and the rules and the pitches. Yeah, definitely. It's a bit too good to be true. I should be getting on those cards then. Don't know why I'm making it such a big deal. It'll be like done in half an hour tops. I've been listening to the cover of this song so much that the original sounds new. I've grown so accustomed to the cover. It is indeed. Oh yeah, absolutely. The hiccuping singing she adds.
Oh, make me over. I'm all I wanna be. A walking study in demonology. Hey, so glad you could make it. Yeah, now you really made it. Hey, so glad you
I
could
actually
make
did manage to listen to Garbage live.
look at my face.
It was a pretty fun experience. The lead singer was actually surprised. There were still people wanting to listen to them in 2019 after a 25-year hiatus. They were headlining the last day of Hills of Rock last year. Yeah, pretty weird, but you know, I like them in general, so it didn't bug me none. Of course, a lot of people would have preferred something different, but I'm pretty okay with this. So, overall, it was a very nice experience, and I was thinking about going this year as well, but you know, it could not have happened. Oh, maybe next year. Well, this is nice. I've never known the name of this band. The first time I actually see the name of the song tied to the band. Like most of the one-hit wonders from any period. Oh man, that's nice. And Necrogoblicon had a similar one uh, where they sang about needing a gimmick, even though they already had one technically. Bloodhound, yeah, I got you. But they're not a one-track band at all, though. A weird, extra humble display. best of lens, but it gets the point across. Stay good. More ink here. Along comes Mary. Okay. I did not know that. Wonder if I should go over with another, just a regular green wash right here on the underside of the cloak to tone down the intensity of the highlights. Or should I not bother with trying to replicate that much realism? It'll still naturally stay on a shadow and be somewhat subdued. Just to make it slightly darker than, let's say, the parts that are more prominent and forward-facing. Yerp. What the hell happened here? These washes have been behaving very weirdly. Frosting like this. Super weird. Where'd you get those? Potatoes Jim. Oh, gotcha. Alright. Going full tater. Alright. I really haven't looked through most of the Yes, potato play. Yeah, yeah, the full tater. I'm gonna look through most of the emotes. And now that I'm a vapor, I should switch my own as well. Should pick up a new word. Yeah, I know, man. Alright. I are aware. that much cycling, because out of 4 ogres or 5 ogres, something is gonna get that edgy. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm totally down if we go with the stunty plan.
Love sat alone in a boggy marsh, totally motionless except for her heart. Mud flowed up into lumps, pajamas. She totally
Games are guards, and after that, kind of manageable. Yep, probably. I've actually never really played them, so I don't really know. But I'll try. Probably next season of CCL, I can have a few games. The Ogarinos.
she might be dead. And I was limp and lonely and needed a shove. Line slipped on a kiss and tumbled into love. She spent her 20s between the sheets and life limped along with subsonic speeds. She's love, she's in my head. She's love, she might be dead. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Yeah. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head?
Almost done with the first highlight, actually. Able to move on to number 2. Not the toilet one. Yeah, all of them. So the whole playlist is alternative 90s. Oh wow, that's painful. And I had to play myself Angel by Jude. Yeah, you do get these weird. You get a taste in your mouth for a certain song that you just need to listen to. It's really weird how that works sometimes. Yeah, something like that. And the rationale is weird, but you just feel like you need it. And did it help to get you back to sleep, or the extent of it? Vanilla Coke Pepsi, hello. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm pretty well, thank you. And yourself? Welcome, welcome to this tiny little corner of the internet where we like to paint little toy soldiers, talk about the things and the stuff. Are you into painting or playing or any other aspect of the tabletop or miniatures hobby? Or did you just randomly found yourself here? Ooh, nice. Care to share, at least in what genre you're writing? Oh, thank you, thank you. Sadly, been a little bit off my game, so I'm a bit quieter and significantly more boring lately. But really helped keep up the interest and curiosity of voodoo for me. Oh, cool. Deadland setting for Western. Cool. I got you. All right. All right. Whereas you're trying to bring it down, intensify the grit or keep it lighter. Oh, and let's see if that will be to bring out these details a little bit more, and then I'll go over the actual texturing. Sure on the brush. Technically, I should be able to just go back over with the texturing color and call it done, but adding a little bit of extra depth in the color never hurts.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those
Thanks, man.
melodramatic
Compared to
fools,
other
erotic to the bone, no doubt
Twitch painters, I'm really not, but I do enjoy it a lot,
I give myself the creeps.
and this is why
Sometimes
I have these moments where I just get lost in the act of painting and just immerse myself into it. Have fun with it. One of the reasons why I started streaming to hopefully be able to get that feeling across and possibly get more people into it. Regardless if you would paint miniatures for a board game or for display purposes. Because there are some painters out there who really enjoy pushing themselves, bring out a lot of interesting techniques in their models, and use larger scale models that end up being put on a plinth and stored for display. And truly, truly beautiful stuff. These guys, however, they will be used for a board game. Actually, it's a miniatures and board game hybrid called Blood Bowl, and it's about various fantasy creatures and races duking it out in a fantasy football setting. You can imagine elves and orcs and dwarves fighting over the football, trying to score touchdowns. Doing everything in the most gruesome and bloody way possible, with a lot of dark comedy infused into it. The fluff and the actual story of what's happening is has a lot of irony and parody into it. And it makes for a very great mood and tone setter for what the game is actually like. Tend to play the video game version of it every now and again. Sometimes we get around and we actually play the board game as well. Matter of fact, this is going to happen this Friday, and I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. So while we're waiting for the new edition of the rulebook to be released, I'm taking the time to build some more themes. Extra options to play around with.
Choking on the splinters.
This song, of course, being a mainstay for everyone who's been a massive edgelord in their youth, myself included. Very and has a place very close to my heart because of that. As dumb as it is. There's something just very catchy about it. So just like with the yellow, because these are hard surface shoulder guards, I will try to relay that fact by making sharper highlights with sharper reflections as opposed to the fuzzy and textury highlights on the cloth of the shirts and the tabards and whatnot. Success about this is uncertain, but it's kind of the only more particular technique I'm trying out in this project. Playing around with the different textures would feel and making the paint job carry them across to the eye of the beholder.
Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns. Their prowess is potent and secretly stern. As they speed through the finish, the flags go down.
I'm giving it some secondary reflections at the bottom, main reflection at the top, and another secondary at the bottom on the other side. Sweet. I'm pretty sure anyone who joins today's stream and listens to this playlist for a little while will find something that suits their taste. Just because how much these songs have been a part of most of our childhoods. And maybe not just childhood, but you know, mainly. So yeah, I'm glad that we hit the right chord here. Right, next one in line. Right through RPG. Okay, let's take a look at it. Just a second. Wanna get that crease done. the vanilla may have left, but I just found what I was looking for. Alright, let's say that. Okay. Savage Worlds. Deadlands. Okay, okay, I see. Seems super camp. I do like it. I do like it. It's nice. Is the role-playing game that brought the Deadlands franchise. Oh, right, alright. So Savage Worlds is the system and Deadlands is the setting, or is it the other way around? So zombified Confederates. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's a good premise. Very nice. God, what was the name of that movie? It was a duology. Was it Dead Snow? Where you had zombie Soviets versus zombie Nazis. Yeah, I think it was Dead Snow, but the second one. The first one was just with the zombie Nazis. It was a horror slasher type thing. And in the second one, they just go completely bonkers insane. Just make a large scale battle between the two forces. Yeah, that's no one had only the Nazis, and the second one was with. Yeah, The second one is a lot more comedic. But yeah, the premise is basically along with the zombie Nazis, they raise the Soviets as well, and they fight along, and they fight amongst themselves. So you get a nice zombie war battle thing. It's just fun because of the premise. It's really not anything amazing movie-wise, but it's a fun idea. Just made me think about it because of the Confederates. Indeed, indeed. I really need to watch Mad Heidi as well. The Kickstarted movie. I think it's about to be released. Frankenstein's Army. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, it does. It does sound like something that is very much in the same vein of it. Oh, it's from that category. Sweet. Funnily enough, the only premise in which I remember seeing undead Confederates was one of the Scooby-Doo movies, one of the Scooby-Doo animated movies at that. I think. Found footage about stumbling on leftover Nazi base. Okay. Take a look at this. Not good things follow. Amazingly enough. This otherwise such a comfortable little common occurrence. Hello, Benedict. Well, I guess I'm always on at the same time, and you're always in class at the same time, so I guess it's gonna be. But welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How are your classes going? Super hungry. I'm right there with you on that one. But since I haven't been exercising for a while, I kind of try and mitigate the boredom munchies, I guess. To call them. Alright. Outpost 2008. Let me just check out the link that you sent. Just okay, that's a fairly weird one. I'll give you that. But it looks cool. That's definitely a cool design. I could see that in Necromunda. Lost Nazi bunker, zombies, and time travel. Okay? Time travel not really oftentimes used in zombie-related movies. Pretty cool. Yeah, Frankenstein's army and 3 officers. It seemed that way. Oh, on the topic of monsters, I found a 3D printable Rocksteady. Again, I will never remember which one was which. Which one was the Warhog again? Was it Bebop or Rocksteady? I think Bebop was the Rhino. Rocksteady was the around. I'll never forget. Either way, I found the Warhog, and I think we have a Rhino. So we might actually get to finish up on this bonus project I've been, well, that you've suggested. And he actually comes with a shotgun, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can find him to show it off. Yeah, not sure, right? Neither am I. Never get this. Great. Shotgun is too cool. Yeah, and it's a double barrel, so does that make it quad cool or just keep the doubleness? Where the fuck did I find? Yeah. See if we try to use a keyword. Oh. Ah, there he is. There he is. Oh, it's not a double barrel, it's just a shotgun. But I think he'll fit right in. $6. ESTL, this is how it looks printed. Pretty alright, isn't it? Yep. If he has a Rhino of the same variety, but no. I'll need to find something else. Yeah, for some reason his counterpart isn't there, but what we do have is this on the Rhino front. Bit of a different style, but can definitely be made to work with a little bit of rejiggering. Oh, and actually the head does come off, so you can play around with some of the thingies. So I can sort of convert a Goliath body or something. And they will proxy nicely as stimmers or even Zerkers. And he is $7 ESTL. So 2 big hands. Yeah, the hands can be just switched out. You can see the body is separate. Where was it? Where was the cut? Yeah. So the hands are off, so I can replace them with something more appropriate and maybe choose a different weapon loadout. That's pretty nice. Pretty big though, 50 mil. That's alright. Good thing about the STLs is that you can scale them down and up to whatever you need, so I can probably be reduced to a 40. But yeah, definitely the game is on that project. I'll look around for a better Rhino, but definitely the Warhog is spot on. Okay, so I'll be off for just a couple minutes, take a small bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Dull eyes, dull mouth, dull legs. I am dull arms, big veins, dull babe. Yeah, they really want you, they really want you, they really do. Yeah, they really want you, they really want you, and I do too. I want to be the girl with the most cake. I love him so much it just hurts to hate. I fake it so real, I am beyond fake. Someday you will ache like I ache. Someday you will ache like I ache.
Back again. Whoa, what is this?
Someday you will
What is
ache
this
like
about?
I ache.
Story tells of fictional 2006 FIFA World Cup final between Germany and Netherlands. When the team from Germany loses, it is followed by an invasion of Nazi zombies. A small group of friends moves away from nationwide madness to a North Sea island where a horde of Nazi zombies wait. So zombies all around, essentially. Sounds good. Sounds good. Why football of all things? Where's the connection? Oh, I really enjoy these weird plots. There's something charming about it. Really? Only 6 stars. A score of did they do them out of 10? I can never remember their scoring system. Yeah, Sucker Punch is amazing. Absolutely no two thoughts about it. The ending is sufficiently blurred out, so it can go either way, but it hits real hard. The fantasy sequences, out of 10. Weirdly, why? I mean, it was critically very well received, I seem to remember. So, no idea why. Maybe because it's a little bit of a darker tone, and people that have seen the trailers would probably expect a sort of a lighter tone to it, like more of a fantasy action-y stuff, and not what it actually is. And that perception of deception leads them to leave worse feedback. I don't know. But I'm right there with you. It's a very, very impactful movie. And also a really beautiful one as well. Like, that's the only explanation I can think of. Especially if you recall the trailers, they really didn't build up to the actual plot. I actually got to show it recently to a couple of friends of mine. And it was a real joy to watch the expressions on their face when the plot actually revealed itself. Really? Very weird. And sad because, like I said, it has. This type of movie should be endorsed more. And the people who made it should have enough incentive to make more movies like this. .42 consensus. Technically impressive, loaded with eye-catching images, without characters or a plot to support them. Well, these, I think, yeah. Holy shit. How can you Okay, that upset me a little bit. Fuck. Wow. And at the same time, you get something like Inception, which is absolutely cookie cutter, basic shit. Got all the goodies. Barely sad and angrily feminist. Mini epic. I honestly don't know where to place that. Because it does leave a bitter taste, but in a good way. It is sad, but in a good way. So you can literally take this sentence and say it with a positive incline and with a negative incline. It's literally without context. It says literally nothing. Because when I read it as a positive, but it's obvious how it can be interpreted in the other way as well. And also, I didn't really see that much angry feminism into it. Like, not every story that has female protagonists needs to be feminist. Nothing wrong with that, it's just not necessarily applicable. And it's not by default. But whatever. Another good movie ruined by stupid critics. Yeah, I guess. Well, just sigh. My only commentary is just sigh. Okay, I got a little bit too much harshness here. Let's try and subdue it a little bit. Was Ordinary World a part of the soundtrack of Sucker Punch? Or am I mistaken? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just random brain faxes from the mothership. In Bjork, yeah. Bjork is coming up on this playlist as well at some point. Oh, that'll probably do it for green here. So we can move on to the texturing phase. First time ever, I was able to get a subtle paint to a decent glaze consistency.
I
So,
stopped talking
woohoo!
when I was 6 years old.
Happy
I
days.
didn't want anything more to do with the outside world. I was happy being quiet. But of course, they wouldn't leave me alone.
Black box recorder, what
My
the hell
parents
is?
tried every trick in the book, from speech therapists to child psychologists. They even tried bribery. I could have anything, as long as I said it out loud. Life is unfair. Kill yourself.
Is his
get
face
over
part
it.
of the helmet a bit darkish? What, the knight?
Life is unfair.
It's probably just the angle. They're covered helmets, all of them.
Of course, this episode didn't last forever. I'd made my
But
point and
it
was
will
time
be
to go.
highlighted just later on when
Peel
I
away the next
deal
layer
with
of
the
deceit
metallics.
and see what new surprises lay in store. My school reports that I showed no interest, a disruptive influence. I felt sorry for them in a way. And when they finally
But there is a
expelled
little
me,
bit of face here and
it
there
didn't mean a
to
thing.
try and play around with later.
Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it.
At that time, she stopped what she was doing. She stopped playing. She stared. She had the facial grimacing. And then the psychiatrist was saying, Julie, Julie, can you hear me? Can you open your eyes? Can you stick out your tongue? And all of a sudden, Julie struck out.
The November day I came home, the Christmas decorations were already up. Spray on snow, coloured flashing lights, and an artificial tree that played Silent Night over and over again. My parents welcomed me with loving arms, that within an hour were back at each other's throats. Normal happy childhood back on course, batteries not included. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it.
Such a weird song.
Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it.
I lost my heart under the bridge to that
Yeah, or get over it, whichever comes first.
so much to me,
Fucking hell.
and now I'm old, and now I holler. She'll never know just what I found. That blue-eyed girl, she said no more. And that blue-eyed girl became blue-eyed whore.
a little bit thicker than I would have wanted it to.
Oh, help me, Jesus. Come through the storm. I had to lose her to do her harm. I heard her holler. I heard her moan. My lovely daughter. I took her home.
Yeah, I've. It's not. It's not an artist I've been listening to a lot, but every time she comes on, there's. It's interesting. It's not. It doesn't pull you away, like push you away. It pulls you in and makes you want to listen more. It's interesting. He's definitely a curious one. Yeah, indeed, it carries over well.
Something's wrong, 'cause my mind is fading. And everywhere I look, there's a dead end waiting. Temperatures dropping at the rotten oasis, stealing kisses from the leprous faces. Heads are hanging from the garbage man trees. Mouthwash, jukebox, gasoline.
I'll have to tone this down afterwards.
Poor man's pockets,
A bit too harsh.
ripping out of his sockets. Got a devil's haircut in my mind. 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 Love machines on the sympathy
But it'll be
coaches.
fine.
Discount orgies on the dropout buses. Hitching a ride with the bleeding noses. Coming to town with the briefcase blues.
Here it worked well.
Got a devil's haircut in my mind. Got a
I was so surprised. Shit. Oh, that dude. I've actually never bothered to look into what kind of a person he is. Like outside of his musical stuff. But apparently, a sense of humor is present. No pure white snow, yeah, going into Maradona and Charlie Sheen territory. One of these. Oh,
Mondays, no fun. Tuesdays, a waste. Wednesdays, I go out. Oh, nothing. Thursdays, headache, and I deserve it. Fridays, I go out. At least something.
hmm. Trying to get some shakes. Could be the coffee. Yep, and there is the other one. The other eternal anthem for the edgelords. Monkey Servo Shaker, yep. The stabilizers are a bit wonky today, I guess.
wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here?
And there we go. Nice fade here. Do it on this side as well. Kinda. That's alright. It ain't half bad. Pretty good.
Stop.
I do say so myself. Oh shit. Gotta find Cyber Monkey or something. A miniature. Just paint it up and leave it somewhere here. Just for the lols.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
The discharge. Recharge my cigarette. Oh, let's say that. Also, terrain is something to keep an eye out for, like any sort of modular terrain for printing. Again, for both Mordheim and possibly Necromunda. Dice towers, all sorts of stuff, really. The Forbidden Lore, oh my. Alright, let's go back to the small. Well, larger than this brush. Tone down where these scratches became a little bit too excessive. Half naked move. Glorious. Glorious. Although, let's face it, Custodies would be super OP in Bloodbowl. We don't want them there. Thingiverse. Ah, yeah, Thingiverse. I know that sign. Including that thing. Oh, glorious. Yeah. Oh, Lord. You've watched the entirety of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, I suppose? Because I think that was the that was where the original meme for the sexy custodies came from. Might be mistaken, but it's the first place that I really found it. Oh boy. Why wouldn't there be a 3D model for that? What's Yeah, I think that's where, like in later episodes, they bring out the custodies and what they do in their free time, and how they actually pick on the one custody that is actually talking to the Emperor as they come along. Because he's the only one who likes to wear their armor and all that. It's really stupid, but yeah, I laughed out loud when I saw that. Yeah, if you enjoyed what you remember from it, bubbling plague mode. A bubbing. Well, at the end of the day, it is the internet, so if you can think about it, it's done. It's already been done at some point, somewhere, by somehow. I'm just toning down where scratches became way too prominent. Too much harshness going on. But overall, there isn't too much to be done. It's okay. Really. Take a look here. Run it over here a little bit. Well, here. What is this? And what is it? Why is it so quiet? Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can totally take out the pathways and it'll still be pretty cool to use. A bit too large for my liking, but I can see it. Good find. So like I said, I'll go here. Just bring it down. I need it. More wash. Some of the other atrocities down. Vegas for intimidation, yet. Leave more room for the imagination of what happens to the dice inside of the dice. Yeah, there are plenty of things. On the dude's Discord, the one who does the 3D prints here, he has a dice tower. In sort of his catalog, the current catalog that he has. But even awesomeness.
I'm on fire, lick my lips. 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 I'm on fire, my legs, I'm on fire. Lick my
Oh, holy hell, yeah. It's even bigger. Even taller. Oh, and has miniatures in it as well. Yeah. And a dragon. Dragon. That's cool. Alright, well, as a matter of fact, the green has now been officially done. So let's take a look as to what I can do. What else can I do? Can play around with the flesh. That's always a thing. Yeah, let's do flesh. There is very little of it, and there's actually only 2 models with any flesh left. More stuff. What is that? Something like a middle ground. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, it's sort of more compact, but a bit simpler in design. Yeah, I like this. I like this for sure. And the dice holes are interesting, like, it's not a straight opening. How much it would cost to print? I don't know, 20 bucks? Local? Something like that? 20, 25? Maybe less. But around 20-ish, I think. Yeah, that's I like the fact that it has the tray to keep the dice after rolling out, because the previous ones would have sort of let you kind of don't mitigate the reason why you use the dice tower, although you can use it with or without it. And the concept that they would actually roll down the stairs, so that would be the natural roller of the die. That's actually a really cool idea. That it actually rolls down the stairs. Oh, that's also cool. Creepy as shit, but very cool. I don't think it'll roll dice very well, but it definitely looks well, because it's just very straight to roll them. But the idea is top. Just give me one quick second to lay down this base and I'll check it out. I don't think I'll be painting the eyes in this model because it'll be very hard to see anything. I'll just lightly highlight things here and there and be on my way. Because that grill just doesn't really... Well, technically I can paint the eyes in, but it will be a nightmare. Let's just keep it in shadow. Let's see then. Yeah, so you drop the dice through the eye holes, through the cavities for the eyes, I think. But yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so they fall through here, maybe? Move into the trail. I think it's actually simpler than we are considering it. I think it just goes from the eyes down into it, down into the lower jaw, and the actual rolling happens here as they fall, rather than having an actual channel for it. Yeah, so there it is, I guess. Right. So you drop them there from the eyes. And from the eyes, they just slide... Yeah, they slide through this hole here. And fall into the lower jaw. So this is the tunnel here from the eye socket. It comes through here, and from here it falls down there. Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw that there was a... Yeah, that's definitely a good design, and it seems pretty compact. Okay, that's cool. Very nice. There's a Winnie the Pooh tower. Why wouldn't there be? On one side, you've got your skulls and your creepy hands, and on the other side, you have Winnie the Pooh. So many choices. Keep in mind that you will have to paint that after printing it. Because it won't be painted. So also consider something that you would enjoy painting as well. Yeah, I mean, if it's a dice tower, it should be calculated to have the normal d6s, like the standard ones, and go through. I'm not sure on bigger ones, but we don't generally use bigger ones. Oh, okay. So it's actually smaller than looks. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. But then again, you can just print the dice tower bigger. Mitigate that issue. This is such a weird face. I think without the grill, this would be a very deformed face.
With no mercy or disguise, with their hearts set out in flames, I know I've seen the master's plan.
Oh yeah, on Thingiverse, most of things would be like people playing around with 3D design in general, so you wouldn't expect to see too much hardcore professional stuff. I think that if you download a program with which you can open the file, you can see how big the holes are and just compare to a standard dice and to a standard die and see if it's. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume they are pretty okay. Yeah, so he asked when I sent him the file, I hadn't opened it before, and he showed me the overall parameters of how big the model will be to ask me if this is the actual size or if I have different needs for size. So yeah, he is actually very helpful in that regard. And talk to him about all the sizes and modifications that you may want.
I'm just
Oh, the Cthulhu Tower. Let me see that one. I don't think the amount of pieces matters when it's such a simple construction. That is pretty well, uh, pretty sturdy as a construction. There shouldn't be a problem. Let's see it. Ooh, definitely. Yeah, this one might be a little small. Some dice may get stuck here, I think. There might not be just enough clearance for that. And you can only roll one at a time. And what's the other one? Ooh, that's a beautiful one. That's straight up terrain piece. The level stuff. Oh, this is gorgeous. Fortress of Sacrifice. Ah, this looks awesome. Horror stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's good. Ooh yeah, Dragon Fangs. That's an interesting design choice that you can actually see the die rolling down, like the other one that was closed with the staircase. This one's just an open staircase. But yeah, I can see the appeal in that. Absolutely. Oh yeah, so many cool things. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? You can just feel how much stuff you'll get extra buried with. Alright, so down one more. What do we do? The khakis? Do the khaki. Yeah, let's do. Dust and some Screaming Skull and go from there. Yes. Yeah.
Like nothing else in me, you're better than I wanna be. Don't think 'cause I understand, I care. Don't think 'cause I'm talking, we're friends on the ground. Watch this space, I'm open to falling from grace. Talk me down, safe and sound. Too strung up to sleep. Wear me out, scream and shout. Swear my time's never cheap. I pick my life like I bleed. Too much, I take whatever you're giving. Not enough, on the ground. Watch this space, I'm open.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Pick my life like I bleed. Too much, I take whatever you're giving. Not enough.
Great lines here and there, which is good.
Watch this space, I'm open to falling from grace.
There are always errors there. There's actually very little to do here. A bit more on this guy, but still. Feature. Oh yeah. Most forgot the ball. Not a good habit to get into. Oh. El Paso, salutations, hello, welcome, and thank you for the follow. How is your day going? How are you feeling? And what brought you to this little corner of the internet? Where we tend to fling paint over at the little toy soldiers. All that cool stuff. So having learned the lesson from the test model, instead of going shade, highlight, highlight, I will go highlight, highlight, and then shade. Because otherwise, the color becomes too bright, and it starts to clash with the main colors. They're supposed to be the center of attention. So the darkening needs to happen. The last step instead of the first one. Mitigate things. I will be highlighting it also. Pretty much as close to white as I usually use. That's why we reached a point of extreme brightness. That's nothing a coat of Seraphim Sepia wouldn't fix.
We're about ready to rock steady. We're about ready to rock steady.
Should be a fairly thin wash as well. These are not very pronounced highlights. I don't want to entirely kill the color buildup. I merely want to tone it down a little bit.
Mr. Kirk, Dexter's in school.
I'm afraid he's not, Miss Fishmore. Dexter's truancy problem is way out of hand. The Baltimore County School Board have decided to expel Dexter from the
Four.
entire public school system.
Mr. Kirk, I'm as upset as you to learn Dexter's truancy, but surely
Sepia.
expulsion is not the answer.
I'm afraid expulsion is the only answer. It's the opinion of the entire staff that Dexter is criminally insane.
The Pantaloons will be done as well.
That boy needs therapy.
Actually, I think that might be the point to call it, but let's just put it
Lying
on.
down on the couch? What does that mean? You're a nut. You're crazy in the coconut. What does that mean? That boy needs therapy. I'm gonna kill you. That boy needs therapy. Granny Gazoo, let's have it, you. Now when I count three.
With very decent progress to talk.
He was white as a sheet.
And he also made false teeth.
Granted, there is still finicky stuff to do as well. Definitely in the right direction. Good tempo.
Tell you the story about
Cowboys. I felt strangely hypnotized. I was in another world. The world of 20,000 girls.
Rectangles.
Doing optometrist. A man with a golden eyeball.
Tighten your buttocks.
Or juice on your chin.
I promised my girlfriend I'd just
the violin.
Frontier psychiatry.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy.
Purely psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy. Lying down on the couch? What does that mean? You're a nut. You're crazy in the coconut. What does that mean? That boy needs therapy. I'm gonna kill you. That boy needs therapy. Granny Gazoo, let's have it, you. Now when I count three. That boy needs therapy.
He was white as a sheet.
And he also made false teeth.
And that'll do, I guess.
Can you think of anything that talks other than a person?
A bird? Yeah.
last but not least, hello, Tyler Gaming. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? What brings you over to this little corner of the internet? Can't complain. Can't really complain. Did some good progress, made some good progress on this little project. And we are actually close to about to wrap up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, you're kind of catching us at close to closing time. But there is still a little bit more to do and look over before we're done and done. Do you yourself do any miniatures or board gaming hobby related activities? Oh, that's cool. Very nice. We were just looking through some catalogs for 3D printing. So yeah, it kind of ties in to the fact that you are a actual physical sculptor of what do you like to sculpt? Like, what is the general direction in which your art takes form? Like objects or characters or pragmatic, everyday sort of pottery, ashtrays, and all that. What is your preferred direction? Well, in the meanwhile, I can do a quick summary of what has actually happened here today. Worked on the green. I brought it up with highlighting. I might need to go over a few glazes to tone down some of the more pronounced texture marks. But overall, we're good. We went over the few very tiny pieces of showing flesh and over the khaki of the tights underneath the tabard. And did this for all 3 models. Here we go again. Green buildup. And a few bits of showing flash, very basic and quick to do. As a matter of fact, a bit too basic. I might need to go back. And the khakis. And there, Mr. Knight Dude as well. So, yeah. What's left and will be tackled next is probably the Browns. Because they're a little bit more. They cover a little bit more surface and will require a little bit more work. Hopefully, get some time for the red calls. And with that, all of the non-metallics will be done, and then probably even part of one stream will suffice to do the metallics. And then we're done. So probably a couple more streams and we'll end up with a total of 4 painted miniatures. Kind of miraculous for the usual speeds of painting. That will, of course, continue on Monday. Per usual. For now, I think I'll call it a night and get myself dinner. At any rate, thank you very much for coming along, for hanging out, chatting, or lurking. Either way, it is very appreciated. And as usual, keep doing what you love and loving what you do. Have a much cuddle, and I'll see you around very soon. Thanks again, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Bye bye.